Chale guys, so we should start now. So next topic we have, that is, I think we discussed in the last session about the logistic strategy. Logistic basically consists with the transportation strategy, locational strategy, and inventory strategy. I think this is the last point I think we have covered up in the last session. Is it, guys? Can you please give a confirmation? I think this was the last topic we discussed. Can anyone of you confirm? This was the last topic, I think. Yeah, sure. Then thank you so much. Now the next topic we have, that is about the two types of logistic strategy we are talking right now. Now let's try to understand logistic basically is a very broader term. It's not about only supply chain management. It actually includes the particular strategy of the company from the planning till its implementation. Okay. So when I'm just talking about this logistic strategy, there are two types of logistic strategy we have. That is called the market-oriented logistic strategies. And second one is cost-oriented logistic strategies. Okay. And when I'm just talking about the market-oriented logistic strategies, we are actually talking about the searching for the logistic partner, those who can actually serve the company's product on a right manner, on the right basis to the in the market. Like for example, market-oriented logistic, it means that because, for example, if you are you could say serving your product in India, in different part of India, we can say, and what sort of strategy which is being opted by your competitors, or what strategy will enhance the pace, speediness of your product delivery to the customer is basically called the market oriented logistics strategy, which is being opted by the Amazon, and recently like, you talk about that Swiggy, I think so. They are delivering the product, I think, in the 30 minutes to your house. We talk about Big Basket, market-oriented logistic strategies. Okay. When we come to cost-oriented logistic strategies, it is basically more associated with how a particular company can choose a logistic partner. That partner may be airways, roadways, or different type, you could say, logistic individuals available, or different logistic, you could say, companies available, those who can actually deliver your product or at the lowest possible cost. Okay. That exactly will come under cost-oriented logistic strategies. Clear, guys, everyone? Examples are also clear. Logistic strategies, market-oriented and cost-oriented. Cost basically is all about per unit cost to transport the product or transfer the products. Okay, thank you so much. Then we have the next topic that is called HRM strategy. That is called human resource management strategies. Now, when I'm just talking about HRM strategy, it is basically more associated with the very broader, you could say, perspective, very broader, you could say, area, which actually includes all these major important points. Okay, because HRM is basically lifeblood of any company. Okay, about the employees, their training, their recruitment process, their reward, their appraisals. Okay, the how the particular individual is contributing toward business value, business success, and how this particular human resource which we are hiring. Because as I told in the last one as well, succession planning as well. We talk about promotions. Okay, each and everything will be the part of your HRM. Even you want to retain an employee, you want to, you could say, we can say, downsizing the company, right sizing the company. Because definitely I'm not going HR right now, because once we discuss the subject of HR, we will discuss about this different HRM strategies as well. Okay, so when I'm just talking about HRM strategy, these are the major point which comes under picture. Okay, then it's come to strategic HRM. Okay, strategic HRM, nothing basically, whenever you want to hire a particular employee for your company, you need to keep in mind that how this particular strategies will move ahead. Okay, now you can see that identify source of competitive advantage. What do you mean by, sorry, identify the HRM strategies. It will start from here. Identify the HRM strategies. For example, I'll take an example and can definitely discuss this point, I think so. Let us suppose you have started a new startup. Okay, and that startup actually deals with the you could say online education platform or online education or certification program, we can say. Okay, like we talk about not IIBM, but a new startup I'm talking right now. In order to, you could say, succeed yourself, in order to, you could say, planning about your strategies, planning about your implementation, you have to identify that what sort of human resources required. You make a human resource for marketing, your faculties, anyone from operation, from strategic perspective. Okay, so you need some different you could say, heterogeneous human resource required for a startup so that you can give a stability to the company in the long run. Implementing HR strategy, what you have planned, number of managers, number of teachers, number of, you could say, backup partners, number of marketing employees. Okay, according to that, you will hire the employees in the company. You will monitor and evaluate. It means that about their performances, which one is contributing to the company, because it's all about the logs for the company which we create. Okay, what is the contribution of a particular person at the end of the day? Because, for example, you are paying them 70,000 rupees per month, whether they are contributing in the same ratio or not. Okay, so all these evaluation analysis basically will come under monitoring and evaluation. And then it's come to scanning the environment. According to environment, what strategy to opt? Because that is basically something which the manager must need to opt for. Because I think yesterday we discussed about the functional strategies. Marketing manager has to think differently. Finance manager has to think differently. HR manager has to think differently, because each and every SBU, each and every functional unit of the SBU as well is altogether very, very different phenomena. That is called the scanning the environment. Environment means identifying the factors which might affect the company in the long run. And last one is identify the source of competitive advantage. Okay, how the company can, I think in the marketing lecture we discussed about that, how you can actually create your brand position, how you can create your brand image in the mind of the customer. That exactly will come under source of competitive advantage. Okay, when it comes to human resource, even some companies, like we talk about Chanda Kochhar, we talk about Ratan Tata, we talk about Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, Adani's. These are basically having some advantages that they actually, you could say, build up some very good, you could say, human resource base or board of directors, COE of the company. Okay, these are the best example which we come under source of competitive advantage, because they are the one who will influence, who will guide the company's success in the long run. Clear, guys? Sure. Let's move to the next slide then. Now, as I told you that the human resource strategy basically consists of certain points. The first point is called business strategy, talent dynamics, talent strategy, and improved results. Now, I discussed the very first point right now, that is called the business strategies. Now, what is business strategy? Means basically what is your plan for the company's future, whether it is expansion, diversification, divestment, merger acquisition, joint venture, strategic alliances, standalone company, wholly owned subsidiary. See, there are different type of, you could say, a strategy through which either you can combine yourself with other company. Like, for example, the Akash Institute did with Byju's. Byju's take over Akash. Okay, now you can see that. That is called the strategy of mergers and acquisitions. Are you getting my point, guys? Like recently, I think Reliance has take over the Subway. Okay, that is basically the business strategy impact. Clear, guys? It may be anything, guys. Make sure it may be anything. Like IDFC First Bank, mergers of various nationalized bank. That is the best example of business strategies. Clear? Everyone? Sure. Next one, we have the talent dynamics now. Now, talent dynamics basically nothing but how you can find the suitable candidate or suitable human resource for the company. Key position for an expatriate means you want to expand the company. Key position for localizing means you need a local crowd to understand the local market as well. Okay. And key position for talent acquisition. Talent acquisition means basically from where you can hire good employee base or good good human resource for the company, those who will give the benefit to you in the long run. Basically, Jyoti, divestment is basically all about selling your company. Like what the government of India did with Air India, actually sold out to Ratan Tata or Tata Group, actually, we can say. So it's called divestment. Clear? Perfect. Then your talent strategy. whether you want to have a global pool in your company, people from different part of the world. What about succession planning? The example of Ratan Tata with Cyrus Mistry. Example of now you could say Dhirubhai Ambani plan with Anil and Mukesh Ambani. Now Anil Ambani is planning with their two kids. Okay, that is called succession planning. And building pipeline. Pipeline means basically the hierarchy from manager to senior manager to you could say yes, definitely. That is called building pipeline. Pipeline basically succession from one position to other position. Means a hierarchy in which you can upgrade yourself. You can upskills yourself. You can you could say climb in the hierarchy of the organization. It is called building pipeline. And the last but not the least, improved result. Ultimately, what the focus of the company, that includes the cost effectiveness. The cost should be at the minimum possible. Engagement level of the employee with the company, and business growth in the largest perspective, which we can discuss about. Because business growth is the ultimate result, ultimate outcome which the company is looking forward. I hope so, guys. These examples are clear. This process is very, very clear about the HR strategy with business strategies. Sure. Then we have the IT strategies now. It's very simple. Info technology, because nowadays you can see that it's an era of technology, we can say, like business analytics is one of the most important point which we can consider when we talk about investment guidance from the perspective of wealth management, from the perspective of investment advisor, productivity optimization. Now you have just-in-time techniques, okay, analysis of the productivity of the individual. Process automation means technology upgradation. Cost optimization, how we can reduce the cost. We have a lot of techniques available. Cloud strategy, cloud means storage of data on a centralized unit. Performance management and implementation roadmap means ultimately what is the path which the employee has to follow or company has to follow to achieve success. It is called your IT strategies. Yes, it may be departmental strategy actually. Yes, Anubhav. It's information technology. Yes, IT part. Any doubt, please, guys? Anyone? Because make sure this topic is more about exploring. The more you explore, more you read. See, process automation is basically, Ankita, is all about, you could say, upgrading your technology, upgrading your machinery in the company so that you have minimum manpower involvement, so that there would be high, you could say, automation in terms of upgrading the technology in the company so that everything should be automatic. Like, for example, you are working in a company, you are just, you could say, giving a punch in the morning that automatically calculate attendance and automatically calculate salary at the end of the day. Very, very automated process. See, cost optimization is basically nothing but because with the help of IT or with the help of technology only, the company can actually focus that how they can reduce the cost. And there are actually, Anubhav, a lot of analytics available, IT analytics available, with the help of which you can reduce the cost of the company. And you can opt such methodology, because I think you might have gone through the cost accounting, okay, or production unit we talk about, because companies are always focused toward that how they can reduce their wastage, how they can improve their efficiencies. So in order to doing that, there are a lot of, we could say, quality control techniques available. And quality control techniques basically comes under cost optimization only. Because I think when we'll discuss, or my videos are already there, I think on LMS. So if you just go through the videos of production operation management, you will get to know about what are the different methods of cost optimization. Definitely, Rupesh. It's basically all about what process you are following to actually, you could say, achieving the target products which you want to manufacture by minimum wastage and improving the efficiency of the company. That is basically more about what we can say value addition in the company's production capacities. Jyoti, cloud strategy basically is about you could say storing the data online or over, you could say, like for example, you are using Google storage or Google Cloud, Apple Cloud. Okay, this is basically the where the company are basically storing their data, and that is only possible because nowadays everything is you could say based on technology only. Everything is somehow centralized stored. A centralized storage is basically called your cloud strategy. Jyoti, clear? Yeah, sure. I think this is again, yeah, sure. See, implementation roadway Ruchika is basically all about creating the path, creating the roadmap. Okay, roadmap in terms of, like for example, you're working in a production industry, and there are different, you could say, production capacities are there. The product will move from one department to other department, or one you could say machine to other machine. So that flow of machine, because I think once you will go to the topic of production management about types of production system. Okay, job shop, batch, mass, continuous, or product layout, line layout, which is very technical term I'm talking right now. Definitely, implementation roadmap basically how smoothly the process can be organized in the company so that the production process can have a larger impact in terms of companies automation or companies, you could say, efficiency improvement.